Some of the things that we're going to discuss, I'm going to keep the video as short as I can. I don't want to go, too long with it. Very rude. I'm trying to make a video for my audience. People are beeping their horns. Get your alarm situated. I know for a fact, excuse me, and like always, it's kind of getting chilly out here now. I'm starting to get goosebumps. You guys remember the goosebumps, goosebumps? I'm sorry. I'm repping Obituary. You can't get mad at me. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a video that should have been done a very long time ago. Like, I'm talking a year ago, and even with this month, probably about 2 weeks ago. We're outside, as you can probably tell. My dirty ass house here. I gotta get this thing power washed when the weather breaks. This video is gonna be my anniversary video. 2 years on YouTube, January 15th. So like I said, we're a little behind, but better late than never, right? It's 2 years on YouTube, and also going to be a channel update. So some of the things that we're going to discuss, just plans for the channel, different ideas for content that I want to bring you guys, some of the original ideas for the channel. We'll kind of delve a little bit into my first channel. I've mentioned it. You guys probably, if you've been around, whether it's my channel or live streams or whatever, you probably know I had a channel back in like 2011. I was heavy into mostly gaming, 2010, 9, 10, 11, all that stuff. Still doing toys, vintage and all that stuff. Mortal Kombat, Turtles. And I started discovering some of the gaming channels. Hunting wasn't a thing. You'd have your guys who would go and they'd sneak a camera into a store, because I guess a decade ago or more, now it's 2023. So yeah, we're talking, 13 years ago now, or even 14. Stores really weren't keen on you bringing a camera into their shop and filming. So I guess things have kind of gotten a little easier in the last, decade or so. So, all these guys would do is, every month they would kind of sit in front of their camera and they would talk about video game pickups or whatever they would talk about. And, I started thinking, I kind of want to do something similar, could I? I don't know. Let's find out. So I started, making videos. At that time, they were doing okay for what was considered good at that time for YouTube. I mean, I'm talking, we're talking at a time where if you had 50 subscribers on YouTube, you were doing well. If you had 100, you were actually kind of a big deal. And if you had any more than that, like if you were in the hundreds, 500, if you got to 1,000 or more, you were actually considered a pretty big channel. And boy, have things changed over the last decade. 50 subscribers now is nothing. 100, thousands, I'd say a minimum where you're starting to sort of be taken seriously. I'm sure everyone has their own opinion on that, but I would say like 1,000 is kind of like where people kind of start taking your channel seriously in a sense. So I started making videos. They weren't very good. So I was the type that on paper my plan was good. Everything kind of like just checked off, like this will be good, that'll be good, this will work. But unfortunately, my execution was just terrible. I didn't have the experience. I didn't have the technology for some of the more advanced things I wanted to do. And overall, I couldn't edit. So if I did a video, kind of like I'm doing this one, there's already been a couple of edits. If I did a video and I got, say, at that time, you couldn't do any more than 10 minutes on YouTube unless your channel was bigger. And I think they kind of let you get away with it. But 10 minutes was like the minimum. If I got 9 minutes, 8, 9 minutes into a video and I made a mistake, I had to go back and do it over, which was hard at times and really kind of made me not motivated because I couldn't edit. I couldn't just keep going and just cut that part out and kind of restart what I was saying like I can now. After about like a year and a half, I just got out of it. I was just like, you know what, this isn't going anywhere. Like, I knew the channel really wasn't progressing. It was actually, I was starting to see that views were struggling. I was stuck at like 48 to 49 subscribers. I couldn't even hit 50. That's how like bad it was going for me. So I just figured, you know what, this isn't working for me. Maybe this just isn't meant to be. Let me take care of this now, get rid of it. No one will ever know. No one will miss me. No one will really care. So that's what I did. I still have all of my old videos, and trust me, they're cringe. They are very cringe. What you see today is a huge improvement of what I used to be. And one day I'll show you guys some of that footage. I will kind of cut some things here and there. You can see how awkward I was. I was very awkward. I could barely get through a video. I just was so nervous trying to do it. You know, now I've kind of relaxed with working with like my buddy Cinema Sickness. You know, even if you go to his videos where I first started doing, you know, being in his videos, I was kind of like I was really nervous. Like I really wouldn't say anything. I kind of would just be that awkward guy on camera. And eventually I got to learn to just relax, just go with the flow. And then when I started doing my own videos, I just kind of kept that same mindset. And I guess what you see today is the product of that. Hopefully it's been a good one. You know, you guys can let me know. But if there's any video that you guys are going to watch on this channel, I hope it's this one, because there's going to be some things in here I want you guys to know going forward. And I really just, it's just important that you guys are here to give me feedback. You know, what are some things you want to see? What do you not want to see? First and foremost, I need to just thank you all so much for the 2 years it's been. It's been a hell of a ride. Like, you see the channel, if you guys have been here from the start, you've seen where, I mean, I probably still have some of you from when I had my original name before I changed everything over to Jersey Geek. This was my personal channel. When I did my first channel, I created a whole new name. And then when that fell through and I deleted all that, I went back to my main account, which I made, you know, in 2007, just as a commenter, just so I can watch videos and stuff. And I kind of took that over, put my my Booth Babe Greg name. If you guys are here from Cinema Sickness, you know what that is. If you don't, that's another story for another day. It's pretty self-explanatory. You've probably heard people call me Booth Babe or BBG. It's a whole other story I'll get to another time. But I changed my stuff over to that. And eventually I changed it over to what you see now. And even my Instagram handle was different. I was under a different name. Around that time is kind of when I started to, I guess, prepare to, like, come back. And not a comeback, but just like, okay, if I'm gonna make videos again, I need to make sure that I'm ready, I have the right technology, I know what the hell I'm doing, I know what I want to talk about, and I have everything I need. All the boxes need to be checked off this time, because if it fails again, I'm not gonna do it. Doing YouTube is one of those things where you're at a point in your life and you're like, okay, I can just not make videos even though I keep saying I'm gonna do it, or I can make videos and see what happens. Well, I made videos and, you know, the channel got some traction. I made friends. I've gone on trips to North Carolina, you know, with new friends that I've met doing this. We've gone on huge toy hunts because of it. I often think back, like, if I didn't take this route, where'd I be right now? Would I be collecting as hardcore as I am? I probably wouldn't be doing very much of the modern. I kind of got more into, I mean, I was buying modern stuff here and there, but it was mostly horror, you know, the occasional Black series here and there. But I think during the pandemic, especially, because I would always go to Goodwill and thrift stores and pick up, like, you know, vintage figures when they had them and when the prices were better. But, you know, during the pandemic, all that stuff was closed. I had no choice but to go to places like Target and Walmart. I'd look at other figures, and at that time I started seeing the advancements in action figures, like the articulation and, you know, discovering butterfly joints and ratchet joints and all these different sculpts and all the detail, and just going like, damn, I can really admire where these toys have, you know, how far they've come from when I was getting them years ago. So I started getting into a little bit of everything, you know, Marvel, the DC stuff, I was always in the Transformers, but I wasn't really buying them as much until I started seeing, like, the Beast Wars stuff coming out for the Netflix show. So I started buying that stuff. I started buying, you know, more of the NECA, a little bit of everything with NECA, and I still do. I don't regret any of that. I still have it. It's all going to be set up in my room eventually. I haven't sold anything, no plans on selling anything, but I didn't want the channel to be built primarily on modern, because in my original stages of planning everything, I was going to do everything. You know, the Jersey Geek name means anything and everything I'm into. I'm in the video games, I'm in the toys, I'm into comics, I'm into movies. I'm a huge movie guy. I'm a big horror movie collector. I guess the modern stuff kind of took over a little bit. I guess it was kind of easy to just go into a Target and just start filming. And I guess I just got a little used to it and just was like, I'll branch off at some point. And we've done a few Goodwill videos. We do the antique stores, that way you guys can see, you know, the vintage figures. And, you know, I've slowly introduced other things here and there, but one of the main things I wanted to talk to everyone about was, you know, going forward, nothing is changing. You're still going to get targets, you're going to get modern stuff. I'm trying to give everybody something. I know for a fact, and I know who yous are. Well, when you guys used to comment, I think maybe you guys ran off by now. I hope not. I have people on this channel who were subscribers from the beginning when I changed everything over to the Booth Babe account. And you guys were subscribing because I was on Dave's channel, Cinema Sickness. Because you guys knew at some point I would do, because I always talked, I'll do a channel, I got to be ready. So I started gaining a lot of subscribers. I had like 70-something subscribers on this account before I even had videos. And it was you guys, your support. Just with no videos, I had 70-something subscribers. So I was like, well, there's a demand. Maybe people, and I would always get called out by people, whether it was my friends in the movie community, Cinema Sickness, Rick from Down the Movie, my buddy Jacob, J2H, Joe and Marie, Martinez Joe, Crazy Joe. They would always call me out. I'm like, yo, when are you going to do videos? Or in their videos, they'd be like, well, I sent something off to BBG, but you won't see it because he doesn't make videos. And that started to catch on. So I was like, you know what? I got to do this. I know I have people from those days who wanted to see movie stuff. And you guys probably felt betrayed when I finally started my account, because now you're like, okay, wait, you're under a new name. You're doing something completely different than what I thought you were going to do. So movie hunting is something I wanted to put on the channel for a while, and I feel like I keep going back and forth with it. When I look at the demographics, I see that I have people that are my age and a little bit older. So you guys might like the movie stuff. If I actually go out, I'm hunting for this horror movie came out, I'm hunting for this, and while I'm at the store, let's find out what other movies came out, which is, it's dwindling. We all know physical media is kind of on its way. I hate to say it, but I feel like at some point we are going to get to a point where we're not going to have it anymore. So while it's here, I kind of want to celebrate it. I kind of want to hunt for what I can, and I buy a lot of horror movies. I just don't show it, and I think you guys would enjoy that. It wouldn't be just boring movies out of nowhere. It would be, because you guys know horror is my thing. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I would like to start doing that pretty soon if that's something you want to see. Comic books, I've gone to my comic shop before. I've shown you guys what comic books I was picking up. I showcased my one store in Pittman, Crossroads Comics and Collectibles. I know in a video or two I've shown off Liz and her store, but I want to keep doing that. I want to keep doing that going forward. In my area alone, I want to showcase some of these stores because we have so many. We have so many comic book shops, video game stores, we have toy stores. I kind of want to pull away for the time being from the big box stores because everyone's doing it. I feel like you guys see it if you watch my videos or Mr. Fantastic or Man Cave or Senji or JB, Zach Jack Dan, not so much because he doesn't really do the modern stuff. Like, he doesn't go out and hunt like we all do. But, he collects it. You see all essentially the same video, and every so often we'll sprinkle in some vintage, and I know I have people that really enjoy seeing that. So you're going to see a lot more of that. I've already started making a list of some figures I want to pick up, get crossed off the list or whatever. Definitely want to start showing you more of the comic book pickups. Like I said, we'll make Crossroads Comics and other comic book shops maybe like a regular thing. I'll go there. When I go there and pick up my books, I'll film, show you guys what I'm getting, show you any new stock she might get. We'll hit some other stores in the area that I haven't been to in a long time, see what kind of stuff they have. You're still going to get the modern stuff. You're still going to get your Targets, your Walmarts. You're just going to get a little bit of everything going forward, because that was the original idea for the Jersey Geek channel. It wasn't going to be Jersey Toy Collector, Jersey Toy Guy, or whatever. It was Jersey Geek. Everything that I like. I just hope I'm not too late. We're 2 years into the game now, and a lot of this channel, I think, has been built off of the modern stuff, the Targets, the Walmarts, the big box stores. So I'm just kind of hoping that you guys will hang around for whatever I'm going to put out. I do want to get back to doing more Goodwill and thrift store related videos. I still do all that to this day, and I love it. I try my best to get out to Goodwill every Sunday for Dollar Day Sunday. That's another video I like to start putting on the channel, and maybe every so often. I try to do it every Sunday. It may or may not be possible just because of work, or Dollar Day Sunday is one of those things where if you get up late, just don't even go. It's not even worth it. It's really not worth going, because anything that was there that was worth picking up probably was already gone. And so I want to start doing more of those videos on the channel. Like I said, we have 2 of them already. So, check those videos out. Let me know if you like them. And if you want to see that going forward, let me know. Where you all come in is down below. What are some things that you want to see going forward? What are some things you don't want to see? And that could be anything. It could be discussions. real life situations. You know, I'll tell you right now, you're never, ever, ever going to get politics with this channel. I don't care if you are left, right, up, down, start, select, A, B, C, A, B, B. I don't care where you fall. If we're going to get along doing this, we're going to get along. As simple as I don't care where you fall. As long as you don't push views on me, I won't push views on you. You're not going to get politics on this channel. It's not going to happen. Pretty much from my Instagram, you see, I keep it collector related. Every so often, I'll share something that's kind of off the beaten path. You know, you might see something pertaining to animals, because you guys know I'm a big pit bull advocate. So I may share something related to that, or I may share something, like the other day, I shared something related to work. I don't normally do that, but for the most part, I keep it fun. I keep it, I guess, as family-oriented as you can for an Instagram page. You're not going to get who I'm voting for. I voted, I got my COVID shot. You guys don't care about that, I know, and I don't care to really put it out there, because who gives a crap, right? Who gives a monkey's ass who I'm voting for or what shots I'm getting, right? We're here for the entertainment, we're here for the toys, and we're here for the collecting, and that's what I want to give you guys. Would you guys still stay with this channel if tomorrow you sign into YouTube? Horror movie hunting, I don't know if I'm into that. You know, would you just skip that video altogether and wait for the next what's on the toy shelves or the next toy hunting video? Or if you sign in next week and you hear, oh, he's got a video, he's doing comic book pickup, I don't want to see that either. I understand that some of you who are new to the channel or who have been here, you probably want to see different things, or maybe you want to see one thing. That's fine. I just want to offer you guys a little bit of everything. That's all. I want to do more uploads. Like I'm trying to get back to my consistency with my Monday and Friday. You may even get 3 videos. You might get Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, depending on what I can come up with, depending on what the hunting week looks like. This week in particular, this video should be out today, Monday. Wednesday, you'll probably get a video, and Friday, you'll probably get a video. I'm trying to keep that momentum up. I've mentioned it before. I want to start going live, so you're going to get the, oh my God, what the hell is the video called? I already forget my own videos. The Let's Open series. That I did probably 6 or 7 months ago now that I completely forgot about. That should have been a live video series, but I just know from that video, it just didn't feel right. I was like, this has to be live. So we're going to reboot that with a 1.5 episode at some point. Just whenever I feel comfortable going live. I just want to get a little setup, a studio, if you will, like some kind of nice setup that you guys don't have to see a messy back room. You don't have to see anything, a dirty house. I want you to see a nice setup behind me, and we'll start going live then. We're still going to do live streams with the guys. We're still talking about a schedule. We're trying to do like maybe once or twice a month. The one thing I'm going to ask you guys going forward, right? If you sign in and you see videos that you're not familiar with, if you see movie videos, if you see comic, if you see something that's non-toy related, but I'm still hunting and collecting and you're not feeling it, I just ask that you give it a shot. Please don't unsubscribe yet. Just roll with me. Take this ride with me. Let's see where we're going with it. You might even turn around and be like, hey, you know what? I like this change. I like these movies. I don't collect movies, but I like to see them collecting stuff like this. Or the comics. Hey, I don't read newer comics. Or I didn't know this book was out. I want to go check it out. I have some other ideas too. More like maybe real life collecting discussion videos. Talk about different things in the hobby. Very similar, not copying off my boy Sentry with his toy walks, which are fantastic. If you guys haven't watched those, make sure you get on over, and they're very thoughtful videos. He's really good at keeping those videos at a minimum, like 10-ish minutes. Sometimes he goes over, but he's consistent with them enough to where he gets his point across, and that's it. And I want to do something just maybe in the same realm of just talking collecting. Maybe we'll talk about my origins collecting. How did I start? And stuff like that, just real life stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to grow the channel. I was really hoping to hit 2,000 at a minimum, or like 25 before 2023. We failed to hit that goal, but it was my own fault. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anybody for not watching or commenting or sharing the video. It's my own fault, because probably since the summer, things have been a little jacked. I wasn't as consistent as I was. I wasn't as I don't want to use the term motivated. I'm always motivated to make videos. This is actually, I tell Sentry all the time, it's like an addiction. Like, I love filming. I like editing. I used to I almost dropped the F-bomb. I used to freaking hate editing, because just the thought of it. Like I said earlier, I never knew how to edit. I took a shot on a crappy like third-party app on my Samsung, and then I upgraded to the iPhone. iMovie, my God, I can get a video done so much quicker with iMovie than I could with my other phone with the crappy app that I was using. We're almost at that 2,000. I think we're like 97, 98 subscribers away. So if you guys are watching this for the first time, or if you come back to the channel and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, turn on the notifications so you always know when I'm gonna have a video dropping. There's a lot coming. I really am planning a lot for you this year. Like I said, more content, different content, more uploads. I really want to start getting more motivated and doing this more, because I think the people who are supporting this channel deserve that at the very least. If you're a viewer, whether you comment or not, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I watched this guy's video and that's it. That means a hell of a lot to me. It really, really does. Like, I didn't think anyone was ever going to watch anything that I put out. Again, if you guys are watching this for the first time, or if you're not subscribed, like I said, jump on in, and we got a hell of a journey to take this year. With that being said, I will let you all go. Thank you so much for your time. Like I said, if there was any video to watch on this channel, I pray that you all watch this one, because I really could use the feedback on, hey, I would probably unsubscribe if you did this, or hey, I would still stay if you did this video. It wouldn't matter. I've already had people tell me, it doesn't matter what you put out, I enjoy your content and I'll stay. That's all I need to know. Do you want to see more content? What are some things you'd like to see? And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, I'll let you guys go. Again, thank you for your time. Hit the subscribe button if you like toy videos and you want to see more stuff coming out in the future. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss an upload. As usual, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Again, thank you for a really good 2 years. We got a long way to go and we're just getting started. I'll see you guys in the next video.